Hello, I'm Charles Moffat, and today we're going to open this box using a tab from a Coke can. So this should be amusing. So I was debating about like how to open this one today because I was like, oh, okay, well it's number 13. You know, this is my 13th unboxing. Something could go wrong. I could end up with blood all over the place. I probably shouldn't use anything that's too sharp. Anyway, so I thought it'd be fun. Try to figure out like, so what household product or whatever could I use to potentially rip this open or cut it open, whichever. Now, there should be a little tab thingy here. Yeah, like so. So I could just pull that, but I was like, maybe I could just do it a different way. All right. So let's see what I can do here with just this. And just so I can steady it, I'm gonna put my knee there and see what books are in here. Maybe find a good spot here to do it. No, maybe that's not a good spot. Let's try it over here. There's already a cut here. Started thanks to Purelator not being very good at their job. There we go. That seemed to work. Wait, did that actually do anything? Oh, I think that was just superficial. It looked cool, but apparently it didn't actually go all the way through. All right, let's try again. Oop, I'm gonna lose the tab. I might have to use my fingers. I got started with the tab at least. Alright, so there should be, in theory, 3 books in here. It looks like there is. Come on, get out of there. Arrgh. Okay, there we go. So that didn't work as well as I thought it would, but hey, it's lucky number 13. So if there's no blood, at least there's, you know, progress. So, what do we got here? So, that's some stickers. We have The Paper Bag Princess, which is a book that I read when I was a kid, and now I'm going to read it to my son. It's full circle. There we go. By Robert Munsch. And then apparently illustrated by Michael Marchenko. So I don't think he's got as much credit as Robert Munsch has. I think a lot of people think Robert Munsch probably illustrates it, but apparently he does not. That's interesting. And I really enjoyed this as a book when I was a kid, and I look forward to reading this to my son. So that's something to do. Up next we have The Death of Nnanji. Now I've read the previous 3 books in this series when I was younger. In fact, I think I read them twice because I enjoyed them so much. These books are by, the series is by Dave Duncan. He has a number of other books that I really enjoyed as well. But this series I found was particularly enjoyable. So I ended up reading the original series at least twice, I think. And then I found out just a few years ago that there was a 4th book that he had published many years later, where the one character, apparently, judging by, that's a big, spoiler right there. Obviously, he must die. The one character must die, and then it's like what happens after he dies will be interesting because, by the end of the 3rd book, that Nnanji was a very important character. And yeah, I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody who hasn't read the first 3 books, but what happens to him is pretty dramatic. So if he dies at the start of this book, then I'm going to be like, hey, what happens afterwards should be pretty interesting. Okay? So I'm looking forward to reading this one. So, now, this one, Wizard of Earthsea. I've never actually read any of the Earthsea books. I've watched one of the movies that was made years ago. And then I remember reading a short story that I think was like a prequel to this particular book, where the one character was basically in school, kind of like a Harry Potter type situation. And you can kind of tell where J.K. Rowling like ripped off how she designed her world. She obviously read the Earthsea books, and then she ripped off that aspect to create the Harry Potter books. So she you know, and not to say that she hasn't done that with other things as well. The name Harry Potter is actually from a movie called Troll. So there's a lot of things that she apparently borrowed from, including apparently Lord of the Rings and other things. And that just goes to show how influential Lord of the Rings was, and various other sources. So even though a movie like Troll apparently was influential by accident, even though it was kind of a horrible movie. Anyway, so here's the 3 books that I've opened for today. I'm looking forward to... I'm going to do a live reading of this one at some point, just like I did with the other book. It's currently up there, the Baby Dragon one. So this will be my second in the series of reading children's stories. I'm looking forward to reading that one to my son. And then these 2, you know, like I've read the one short story when I was like a teenager, so I'm definitely looking forward to reading the whole series. And I'll probably do other unboxing videos after I've read this one of like other Earthsea books. Looking forward to doing that. I don't expect David Duncan to come out with any more books after this, although it would be interesting if he did come out with a book 5. I don't know what he would do with it, but I assume that this is basically just tying up some loose ends and, you know, furthering the whole story of like what happens after Nnanji dies. So it should be very interesting. All right, so I'm done. Have a good day, everybody. I'm going to do some writing today. Bye-bye.